Ladies and gentlemen, the Righteous Brothers.
What do we have here?
You know, I know you've been asked this maybe 1,000 times, but I've got to ask it. How did you get the name Righteous Brothers?
Well, in the beginning, when we started singing together, we thought of using a combination of Hatfield and Medley. And
okay, hold on.
That's the two.
This is the first time I've seen a video like this where they did an interview before the performance. Righteous Brothers with Unchained Melody. I think this is something I may. So this is, like I say, I say this on dang near every video. I may know like pieces of the hook. If I do, you're gonna know because I might sing it with you. But I might not know exactly what it's about. But we'll see. Unchained Melody. What's Unchained Melody? I mean, I have to assume that means like they could do whatever they want. Like it's a melody that doesn't have any restrictions or limits on it. I would assume, man. This is the Righteous Brothers, and this has got to be a classic. Live 1965. Dang. I didn't remember if they had color TV back then. I don't remember if they had that. Anyway, this is definitely going to be a classic today, guys. I am Krizz Kaliko, in case you're new to me, the only multi-platinum rapping, singing, songwriting, producing dude, reacting to videos on YouTube. This is getting closer to the classics with Krizz Kaliko. Let's go.
Krizz Kaliko.
Kaliko?
Krizz Kaliko. Krizz!
Oh, they're waking Krizz up! Uh-oh!
So they were doing an introduction, and the guy asked them how they got their name. Let's get right to it, because they're going to explain stuff before we even hear them sing, man. Let's hear it.
And all we came up was, well, we have the Hatleys and the Medfields, and that didn't.
And Bob and Bill really didn't knock a lot of people out.
Oh, their names are Bob and Bill, all right.
So we worked in a club down south, and after our first show, some guy stood up and yelled out, "That's righteous, brother."
Boom, right there. Inspiration comes from everywhere. I just want y'all to know. Somebody stand up and say, that's righteous, brother. We're the Righteous Brothers. That was actually a really good name for that time, I'm assuming. That's funny.
We've been known as that ever since.
Hey, well, that's fine. You know, my brothers and I, when we first started singing together, we needed a name, and a fella in the audience yelled out at us, but we couldn't use it. I mean, the Get Lost Brothers? Why not? Oh, you know what? I was going to say, why didn't you do something else, another song, but the one I really would like to hear you do is Unchained Melody. Great song. Why don't you do it?
I'd do that one by myself, you know.
How come?
I didn't think it was going to be a hit.
See, this is what I notice about certain people. It usually be executives. It's not usually another creative. They don't sometimes think it's going to be a hit. You just got to let it do what it do, man. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if any of the songs over there people thought, like, let's just say this one. I'm going to be honest. I didn't know this one was going to be a hit. I didn't know Jelly Roll Creature was going to go gold and then go platinum. The platinum one's down there. I probably should put the platinum one up here. But the platinum one is down there. I think I might switch these around, matter of fact, because I like I like how the colors on the other one a little bit better. This one's dope, don't get me wrong, but you just never know what's going to hit. You never know what's going to pop, man. So he didn't know it, and so he does it by himself. Let me see if y'all know this one, sing along. I don't know how I'm going to know if you sing along, but sing along.
What do you usually do when he's singing?
Find a little corner and kick myself a lot.
Come on, I'll show you the corner I use whenever I hear Tony Bennett sing San Francisco.
Y'all notice a lot of songs back then sounded like that. Boom, 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 boom. Hold on. Hold on.
I've hungered for your touch.
Hold on. What movie is this? Oh my gosh, that's gonna kill me. So I gotta wait to post this. I mean, I can look it up, but I don't do that. I gotta move on to other videos. Y'all gotta tell me, what movie is this from? Oh my gosh, let me just listen. That's gonna destroy my brain for the whole rest of the day if I don't look that up. I might have to look it up. What movie is this, man? Oh.
A long, lonely time, and time goes by so slowly.
Boy, he ain't got a hair out of place. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop stopping it. He ain't got a hair out of place. Boy, that hair is in place. It's like a helmet. I wonder how much hairspray it take to get that like that. Who am I to talk? My hair looks like this. Takes no spray. Takes no spray, just a little hot to her.
And time can do so much. Are you still mine?
Hey, hold on. I know this. I need for something. Yeah.
Your love. I need your love.
Wow, come on.
Godspeed your love to me.
Y'all, what movie is this? This is driving me up the wall. And I don't see what I do is I don't look it up. I don't look it up. If I didn't know it, I don't look it up. I look for y'all to tell me. I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to be patient and wait until I post this video and y'all to tell me in the comments. But I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna drive me absolutely crazy. The way they sang, the way they dressed, they took a certain pride in how they looked. Not that people don't nowadays, but every entertainer was dressed up a certain way. And especially back then, they had on suits. You know what I'm saying? They just took pride in how they looked back then, especially with the helmet, have hair, have helmet with the spray on there. I want to know, are they still alive? That's the other thing. See, I got to tell me two things in the comments. Y'all got to tell me. Matter of fact, make sure y'all comment, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. This is the fastest growing channel, one of the fastest growing reaction channels on YouTube. But dang, what's I about to say? Oh, one question is, what movie is this from? And it may have been in a couple movies, but what the most popular one probably. And then, are they still living? Because they're probably pretty old. They look like they was grown in 1965, and that's been, what's that been, 40, 50, like 6 years ago, 50, yeah, about 56 years ago. And they was already grown, so they in their 70s, 80s. Anyway, tell me those two answers. I'm going to leave it alone.
Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. Yeah. Lonely riverside, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me.
And back in them days, they used to love to put that big face, the whole scenery, and then big face faded in. Also, back in them days, I noticed that it was crowds sitting in behind. Now, I performed with people sitting behind it. I always felt weird. The Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona, like you're in the middle of the stage and it's a crowd all the way around you. But I feel like they didn't mind sitting behind somebody and watching them perform. I want to see their face, man.
Whoa, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your love. Lonely time.
You can hit that back then. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me hit that one more time for you. Come on.
Lonely time. And time goes by so slowly, and
having to switch from your regular voice to a falsetto is what that's called. Going from is like, that's way too high for me to sing. I don't know where that switch is in people's vocal cords to just switch to that falsetto. Now I sing in falsetto, but usually I'm doing it kind of the whole time. But to switch like mid note like that, man, that takes like a special skill for real. Maybe that should have been called The Righteous Brother, because the other one was hating. You was hating, and then the other cat had to come in there and save the day. I'm going to keep it real. The other Righteous Brother. Bill and I don't remember what they said their names was, but I remember hearing their name, like, when I was little. I can remember hearing the Righteous Brother's name. It's probably for this song right here, I would assume, because this song been around forever. You've heard it, you heard this playing at Starbucks and what's the bookstore? Dang, Barnes and Noble. You done heard this playing at Barnes and Noble. You hear this playing at just any little dive bar. You know what I'm saying? Because I always say the other places that I heard, but you hear these, just catch glimpses of it. You know what I mean? If you grown folks, or if y'all my age, you know what I'm saying? You remember this from your little childhood, and not from '65, because they just been playing it since then. I grew up in the '80s and in the '90s, so. It's like you remember hearing this, man. Classic. I still need to know. I got to know those answers. What movie is this from, and are they still live? I'm not going to look it up. I'm going to count on you guys to help me. This is always great. This is definitely a classic that we keeping up with and getting closer to. I'm Krizz Kaliko, man. I appreciate y'all joining. I'll see y'all in the next video. Oh, Cali, baby.
Krizz Kaliko.
Kaliko?
Krizz Kaliko.
Krizz! Oh, they're waking Krizz up!